Hi, this is Plum Crazy Val with Valerie Jewelry. Today I'm going to show you how to make these flower Superduo bracelets. Here's two color choices that I have here. Today I'm going to show you how to use Jet AB Matte Superduo. This is a 15-0, it's Toho Rainbow Crystal Montana Blue lined and a 3mm bicone blue zircon color, using a size 12 needle, and my thread is called Hercules pre-braided line. It's a 6 pound. I was giving this line a test trial and it has been very durable so far. I really enjoy using it. So let's get started. Okay, so you're going to start off with picking up two Superduos, a 3mm bicone, two more Superduos, another 3mm bicone, two Superduos, a 3mm bicone, two Superduos. Bring them down to the end of the thread. You can use a stopper bead if you like. Give yourself a good sized tail. And with your beads coming off, you're going to need it for adding the loops for the class later. Pick up 3 15-0s. And the Superduo you're coming out of, you go into the opposite hole. So this is where your stopper bead will come in handy, because you don't want your beads to slide off the end. Just hold them in place and just try not to pull too far. So you have your sequence here, and then you have your 3 15-0s at the end of this Superduo. Okay, so now you're going to pick up a 3mm bicone, go through the next Superduo, and you're going to go through this Superduo without adding anything. Okay, it's a little bit of a mess, but it'll come together here in a minute. Pick up a 3mm bicone, go through the next Superduo, okay, just give it a little bit of a pull. Just be careful not to pull your stuff off. And then you're going to go through the next Superduo without picking up anything. Pick up a 3mm bicone. Go through the next Superduo. Go through the next Superduo after that without picking up anything. Pick up another bicone and go through the last Superduo. Now you can see it's already making you can see where the Superduos are, how they're laying. It's developing its shape here. Okay, you can see how your two lines are coming out, two separate holes. You can tie a knot here or not. I'm not going to tie a knot because I don't want it too tight. So I'm going to pick up my 3 15-0s and go through the opposite hole. Then you want to go up the Superduo here, because you don't want to make it a loop anywhere. You want to keep your thread hidden as best you can. Go through the Superduo and the bicone. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back through this Superduo here, the last hole on the end, and you're going to grab one 15-0. You're going to grab one Superduo and go through this 3mm bicone. You're going to pick up two Superduos and go through the next 3mm. You're going to pick up two more Superduos, go through the next 3mm bicone, try to keep them laying in place, pick up two more Superduos, next 3mm, you can kind of see how it's laying here, how it's starting to take that flower shape to it. Look. Now you're going to pick up one Superduo, and then you're going to grab a 15-0 seed bead, and you're going to go through this Superduo hole right here. Okay, and then you're going to go up this Superduo here. Three 15-0s, go through this Superduo, and then grab the next Superduo here. Add a 3mm in between the Superduos here. Go through the two Superduo holes here. Okay, they will eventually lay in place. That'll be all right. So pick up another 3mm, make sure it's in between the two Superduos that are together. Go through this Superduo hole and the next Superduo. See how they're starting to lay, they'll lay in place. Okay, pick up a 3mm, go through the Superduo hole here and the last Superduo. So you can kind of see how that's flowing together. You're going to pick up three 15-0s, go through the Superduo hole here, now it's going to be a little loose because you just got to tighten it up when you start threading it through. So usually what I do is I'll go through this bicone, just kind of gives it a little reinforcement. Just watch where your thread goes, because your thread likes to go where it's not supposed to. Okay, see how it pulls it down? Go through this Superduo hole here, because you're going to try to hide your thread as best you can. Go up this, the same Superduo, opposite side, and you're going to go through this Superduo here, not the 15-0 though, just the hole of the Superduo. You're going to pick up another 15-0. Okay, you're going to pick up 2 superduos. Go through this 3mm bicone. Two superduos. Then the next 3mm bicone. Two superduos. Three millimeter bicone. Two superduos. Okay, so you're going to have to pick up a 15-0 and go through this superduo here, because you want to connect them, and then lay your other superduos in place. Okay, you see it there? Then go through the next superduo at the bottom. Then you're going to go up the 2 superduos you just put on here, because you want to come out these holes right here so that you can add your next 15-0s. Three 15-0s, and you're going to go down this superduo here. Now you're going to add a 3mm bicone, because you're going to go in between the 2 superduos that are touching. Go through 2 superduos. Pick up a 3mm. Go through the next 2 superduos. Okay, pick up a 3mm. Go through the next 2 superduos. Pick up 3mm. Go through the last superduo. And you're going to add your 15-0s, 3 15-0s. And you're going to go through this superduo here. I go through 2 of them. Make sure it's not twisted, it's trying to make it lay. Go up this superduo here. Go through the 3mm bicone and the superduo hole, not the 15-0. Okay, see how you're coming out the superduo hole and skipping the 15-0. You can see it coming together. Okay, 15-0. You're going to add 1 superduo, and you're going to go through this 3mm. All right, now pick up 2 superduos, go through the 3mm, pick up 2 superduos, the next 3mm, two more superduos, and then your 3mm bicone. And you're going to add 1 superduo, and you're going to pick up a 15-0, 1 15-0, and you're going to go through this superduo hole here. Now, You want to be careful how you go with this thread here. It's probably best just to go ahead and put it up the next Superduo hole that you just added. Or you can follow it through your beads, just try to keep the thread hidden as best you can. Okay, now you're going to add 3 15-0s. Go down this Superduo and go in the next Superduo hole. And you're going to add a 3mm bicone. Go through this Superduo hole and go through the next Superduo. Pick up a 3mm bicone, go through the Superduo here and here. 3mm. Go through the next 2 Superduos. Pick up 3 15-0 seed beads and go through this Superduo here. You want to go through that 3mm bicone here. And then go through this Superduo here. Then you're going to go down the same Superduo, opposite hole, and then you're going to go through the last Superduo, the last one you just added on there, and not the 15-0. So you can see how it kind of shows, makes that flower pattern, like a little flower there. And you can make these in any color you want, just any color combination. I've tried different bicones. I tried a 4mm and it didn't work very well, so the 3mm fits just perfect. And then you can use 11-0s on the sides if you want. Make it as long as you want. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more row, and then I'll show you how to put the little loops in there for your clasp. Okay, so we're at the end of the row here. You're coming out the last Superduo hole on the side, not the 15-0. So you're going to pick up 1 15-0, and you're going to pick up 2 Superduos. If you're not sure how many Superduos to pick up for your next row, you can kind of see what's laying here, and it can tell you. If you only had 1 Superduo laying here before the bicone, you'd pick up 1. So we have 2, so we're going to pick up 2. And then you're going to go through the 3mm bicone here. Pick up 2 Superduos. Go through your 3mm. Two Superduos. Okay, so your 2 Superduos have nothing to go through. So you're going to pick up a 15-0, 1 15-0, and you're going to go through this Superduo here. Go down. Okay, you're going to go through the next Superduo hole just to give it some strength so it holds together. Go up these 2 Superduo holes here, not the 15-0. Three 15-0s. And you want to go down this Superduo here. And you add a 3mm bicone in between the two that are together. So you add a 3mm here, go through the two Superduo holes. The next two, add a 3mm bicone, go through the next two Superduo holes, pick up a 3mm bicone, go through the next two, pick up a 3mm bicone, and you're going to go through the last Superduo hole, and then you're going to add, there, you're going to add your 3 15-0s, and you're going to go up the one you just came out of, go through the next two Superduo holes, careful not to get your finger, okay, pull tight, there we go. So it's always best, I found it best, especially when you're going to make the loops. You can make your loops any way you want to for your clasp. I use the two 3mm bicones in the middle. So if you end and start with 4mm bicones on the side, on the ends, that will make your loops easier to make. It's up to you. You can always do the 3 at the bottom or each side, and you can use the two Superduos here also. It's up to you how many you want to make. They have the slide clasp that has 4 loops, 3 loops, 2 loops. The ones that I have made have 2 loops on them. So I've used the bicones in the middle. So you're just going to follow your beads to the point you're going to make your loops for your clasp at. Just make sure you follow through. Sometimes it's hard to get through angles. And if you know a better way to follow through your thread and beads, you know, it's always best just to try to hide that thread as best as you can. So if you have a better way, that's great. So I'm going through the bicone I'm going to use for one of the loops. So I'll pick up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seed beads, 15-0 seed beads, go through the bicone to make a loop. There's your loop. Now I usually go through this as many times as they will allow. Because of the fact that they're 15-0s, you can probably get through them 3 or 4 times. Now the loop here is going to hold your clasp, and that's what holds your bracelet together. So you don't want it weak, you want it strong, as strong as you can, because that's what's going to hold the bracelet together on your arm. Go through the 3mm. Okay. Then follow your beads through to the next one. Sometimes your thread likes to go, like I said, where it isn't supposed to go. Okay. Always watch where your thread goes, because it will sometimes hide on you, and you'll come back and you'll have a big old loop sitting out. Okay, so you're going to pick up 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go through, make your loops, go through as many times as you can to make it strong. Okay, there's your 2 loops. Now, if it's too close for you, if it's not what you like, you can put 4, add 2 on the 2 sides, or you can use your 3 and add them either 3 here or 2 in the middle here. Okay, so then once you get done making your loops, thread through your beads, tie your knots. I use a thread burner because it makes a clean cut. It doesn't have a piece of thread sticking out. Just be careful not to burn your other pieces of thread that are in there because you can make your piece come apart. So then you're going to add some jump rings, and you're going to add your clasp. Here is a 3-hole slide loop clasp. You can see you can add it. Just see where the holes lie, and you can decide how you want to put it on there. If it doesn't work, this one works really well. You could do the 2 Superduos in the middle of a 3 line, 3 millimeters, or you can do like I did here. I used the 4 on the side and just did the 2 in the middle. So you take your slide part, and put your jump ring in place. Put your slide clasp on and make sure that you pay attention to the way the slide's going so you don't put them on the same direction, because then you won't be able to slide it. It'll be going the same direction as the other one. Just add the loops like this. Oops, not that one. Now you can use different size jump rings. You can use different colors. This is just what I happen to have just lying here. Okay, so you can see the jump rings are a little bit big for this, but I'm just trying to show you how to connect it. So it just goes just like that. And then when you add your other side to the other side, you want it going this direction so that they can slide together like this. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that, and show me what you've created, the colors you've used, and if there's any other hints or tricks that you've come up with that is better than what I've done. Great. I welcome everything. I like to learn everything I can. Thank you very much. Have a good day.